What's up, guys? So we're here with
Kevin,
and we are going to be working on his
98 Impreza L.
new Subaru. So actually kind of new, but kind of not new, because you've had this thing forever. But you had what, an 06 STI?
Yes, and a 02 WRX and a 98 Legacy.
Now
I'm back with the 98 Impreza L.
and so what motor's in this?
This is an EJ22 EZ.
So not fast,
No,
but it looks cool. So you got the new wide body on it, right?
just finished the wide body. I did the quarter panels originally, got the car back, finished up that, repainted the whole thing, and now we are where we stand right now.
So today we're going to be using this little, I don't even know if you guys want to know what this is.
It's called the OEM block tester. Basically, I started having an overheating issue with the car a few weeks ago. I'm not quite convinced it's a head gasket yet. The only way to truly tell that is with this guy right now.
So we're gonna try this out, use this little thing, and we're gonna use the block test fluid that you can get.
This is gonna go right inside the radiator cap. We take that off, let the car run, get it up to operating temperatures, put this guy on there, and we put that fluid in there, and then we take this guy and just suck it through there. If there's any carbon inside the radiator whatsoever produced from, you know, their combustion from the ignition, then it's going to turn that fluid that's in that box from blue to yellow. If it turns that color, then you know it's a blown head gasket. If it stays blue, then your problem's elsewhere.
So pretty cool. I don't know, I've never done this. Have you ever done it?
I've never done it.
So we're about to try it out. We'll see how it works, and you guys will see.
Yes.
And hopefully it's good.
That's what we're hoping for. It's an
really
EJ22. They're not even on the blown head gasket, so we'll find out.
All right, so you guys can see the beautiful, super clean, right? How many miles are on this thing?
252,000.
So it's seen a lot of miles. So we're gonna go ahead and pop the top on the radiator. Now make sure your car is completely cool when you do this. That way you don't blow a bunch of radiator fluid in your face. That's never fun because it is under pressure when it's hot.
So just give you guys a little bit of a history about what I've done already. So when I got the car back, just within the last couple of months, I also did the time belt, water pump, and thermostat, all OE stuff, so we know it's going to be the good stuff. The reason why I'm not convinced again is the very beginning stages of head gaskets also mimic an air pocket as well, very similar. And so that's another reason why I want to test for that. When you do head gaskets, especially Subarus, you need to burp them the proper way. And I did not do that the first time, and that's the reason why I am where I am today, because I want to confirm if that's what it is.
Oh dang! Pop the top. So is your windshield wiper fluid full?
Windshield? No.
No?
Shit. Problem solved. Already. Fuck. It must be with my brother.
All right, so we're about ready to baste up this Subaru. We got the turkey baster, KitchenAid. It's got to be KitchenAid brand, or else it won't work. So make sure you get KitchenAid for sure. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna squeeze some of that coolant right out of the radiator, and we're just gonna put it into a jug. That way we can keep it somewhere, you know, and dispose of it properly, or reuse it to refill the radiator at a later time.
So essentially what we're doing right here is if we put that tool on there right now and try and suck it up, it's gonna suck up fluid. It's not gonna suck up any gases. So you need to get it down low enough to where it will suck out the gases and not fluid.
So we're done basting, and now we're gonna do a little bit of tasting, right?
Exactly. Gotta make sure that's nice and marinated.
We go ahead and start the car back up, and then we gotta kind of get it warmed up a little bit, right?
Yeah, you have to make sure that your thermostat is open, so you have to get it operating temperatures, get that coolant flowing around. I mean, right now if it just stays on the block, all you're gonna be doing is sucking out the radiator. You need to make sure everything's flowing through properly. So we're gonna go ahead and start the car, pop the radiator cap, and just let it run until it gets to operating temperatures. All right, guys, so now Kevin is just kind of cracking open the fluid, and we're gonna put that into the test tube. It's gonna be kind of cool. So it starts out like this bluish color, and if it starts to turn a yellow, that's when you know you have an issue. And in case you guys were wondering, I actually just rented this tool from AutoZone. It's 25 bucks to rent. When you return it, you get it back. You do have to purchase the fluid, but it was $8. There you go. I called to have it checked to see how much it'd be to diagnose it. It was $110, $8, $110. Let's see what we could do.
Okay, so you guys can see the fluid in the bottom right there. It's kind of a bluish color right now. Now, there is like a little tip at the bottom, right? There's a little opening. And what that's for is to suck the air through. So you put that little ball, that little sucker on top, and you suck the air through, right? And then you'll see that it gets the bubbles. So in doing that, that's what's gonna make it change color, or hopefully not change color, right?
Exactly.
So we're sucking a little bit more fluid out of here right now. Just kind of insert the tip right there in the hole, right?
Yep.
Stick it on down in there. So it says to do this for 2 minutes. That's a long time. Puff, puff, puff. All right, so Kevin's been puffing and puffing away on this thing, and it's still blue. It has not changed color at all. So I don't know. I'm gonna say you're golden.
That's what I'm hoping for. That's what it looks like.
So pretty cool. So maybe it's just something else. Bubble in the system.
See, and then on Friday last week, I did actually burp the system properly, which is basically you have to run the car hit operating temperatures and then top off as you need it, unless you have one of the attachable funnels where you can just fill up the funnel and let it sit and run through a couple of heat cycles. Wait for your fans to kick on. You gotta make sure that fluid is going through. You can actually see it going through the radiator. And when that happens, you know you got all the air bubbles out. I did that on Friday and I haven't had any issues since, but
nice.
This is just to be safe.
Okay, so Kevin's topping it off right now. Just kind of let the fans kick back on and putting some more of that fluid back in there. It's pretty cool. So I think we're good, huh?
I think so. Looks like the head gaskets are A-okay.
So we're gonna try something real quick. We have no clue if it's actually gonna work. We just kind of wanted to sniff some exhaust, see if it changes color. Sounded like a fun idea.
We want to see this thing actually change.
I think it's getting lighter. Is it?
It kind of looks a little bit lighter.
Maybe. Yeah, there we go. So you guys can see now that it's totally yellow. So we just sucked some exhaust. So that's ideally just how this thing works, is just sucking up those carbon emissions, and it changes the fluid to a yellow color. Okay, so you guys can see that it's yellow right now, the fluid. And we're gonna try to see if it'll turn back blue. Supposedly just pumping some air through it.
Supposedly that's supposed to happen. I mean, this doesn't do anything. We're just having fun at this point. But yeah, we want to see how this thing works. New tool to us.
Yeah, I think it's getting bluer.
It looks like it's turning a little blue. Oh yeah, for sure. That's definitely turning blue again.
Oh, that's cool. Fancy stuff. It's magic.
Love it.
Awesome. Blue.
There we go.
It's blue again.
Back to original.
Very nice.
Fancy.
All right, guys, so it looks like your head gasket seems to be good.
Good news.
So that's cool. Don't have to rip it apart this weekend.
That's the plus.
So probably just burp the system a little bit more.
Yep, make sure everything's good. Go for a nice couple of long drives. Make sure everything's good to go. Double check it from there. Any more issues, and we'll go ahead and do some more further research.
Yeah, so you'll probably have some more mods down the line on this thing, I'm sure. So
Yes.
probably stay tuned, guys. Some different stuff might be happening. Who knows? Maybe some engine stuff, considering this thing's kind of slow.
It's definitely.
So might be something in the works there. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Later, guys, and wrench on. Oh yeah, if you want to pick up Blake's Garage t-shirt, blakesgarage.bigcartel.com. Got a link down below. Really helps out the channel, guys, and it goes back into buying camera gear and parts to install on cars. So always fun.
Keep it up.
All right, guys, later.
See ya.